Hi, I'm Hari Varma, and I did my foundation in business as well as my undergraduate degree, which is my bachelor's in finance and business management at the University of Reading, Malaysia. So I'm currently pursuing my master's at the UK campus. So I'm pursuing my master's in climate change, sustainable business, and green finance.
Hi, my name is Miriam. I'm a second year student studying at the University of Reading UK campus, and I'm studying business and management with accounting.
So my favorite module is trading simulation module. So I find that really interesting because you get to trade, for example, different stocks or different currency pairs, and it kind of gives you the early exposure to how trading is done.
I would say my favorite module so far has been management debates, which I took in my first year. It was a really interesting experience because we would learn about how different perspectives influence and affect the business world. So we had topics ranging from psychology, economics, history, and law, and putting all those together was really fun for me.
And I've always wanted to study in the UK, so University of Reading, Malaysia made my pathway easier to pursue my education here. So that's why I pursued my foundation as well as my undergraduate degree. So for your undergraduate degree, you have an option to either join the undergraduate program in the UK after your foundation, or you can either do a flexible transfer program, study a few years in Malaysia, and then pursue your education in the UK. So I find that really appealing.
I would say the thing I like most about the course is how flexible it is. So when you start the business management course, first year everyone has the same modules, and that ranges from marketing, accounting to data analytics, and you can specialize during your second year. So I really like that because I was able to specialize in accounting.
So for me, it was really easy to make friends. So I made most of my friends during foundation. So I like the fact that the university took initiatives to organize different activities, and that's where I met all my good friends back at home. And during my master's, it was easy for me to make friends as well because most of the students that I've met were international students. So over time, it became a very interesting, diverse group of friends. So
I would say there was a lot of opportunities to make friends and quite easily. For one, during Welcome Week, there's a lot of initiatives and workshops that gets you to meet the people in your course, and that's a great way to meet people and make friends. Another thing is when you actually start going to lectures and seminars, you become more familiar with the people there, and that's a good way to make friends. And the societies also have taster sessions and many fun events where you can meet people and make friends. So some societies that I joined was the Women in Business Society and Consulting Society, as well as International Student Society and Arts and Crafts. I would say my favorite might be Arts and Crafts just because it's a good break from university and a fun way to express my creativity.
it's close to home for me. And I would say the university is strategically located as well. You get a lot of amenities nearby, restaurants nearby. And it's really convenient if you're a student there, as well as student accommodations are close by as well. So you don't have to worry about being too far from your needs.
My favorite thing about the Reading campus is probably the nature here. It's so nice walking around campus and seeing the White Knight Lake. It's just every time I walk to class, I feel like I'm enjoying nature.
I tend to study on an average 2 hours a day, but when it's exam season, I tend to study longer. So it actually really depends on what the time of the year it is.
I would say the amount I study differs and depends on the amount of assignments I have or how much I want to revise. So I'm currently taking some accounting modules, and with that, I like to spend maybe an hour every day just working on practice questions and reviewing. However, when it comes to working on essays and such, it can take me longer, especially around exam season. So it depends.
So the social life of the Malaysian campus was quite interesting because you have a group of people from diverse backgrounds coming together in one university environment. Also, the student union, they tend to organize a lot of, for example, cultural events, Western influenced events, for example, like Halloween. It's a very good community to be around with, and you always tend to have a lot of fun there.
I would say my social life is pretty good. It's nice to have people to study with at the library or meet for lunch at one of the cafes. Another good thing is when you're in a lot of societies, you see a lot of familiar faces around campus, which is really nice.
I was quite nervous when I was joining my foundation. I wish I knew that the university was a very welcoming community, and the people, especially my seniors, were really nice, as well as the professors. And as well as the UK, I wish I didn't feel nervous coming to the UK for my master's, because in the UK, most students here are international students, so they're basically feeling what you are feeling. So you sort of understand one another, and you end up making friends for the rest of your life. So that's a good experience.
So I felt really nervous about starting university, especially as an international student. However, I wish I knew to not worry so much or not to stress about it, because the community here at Reading is very welcoming and there's a lot of support for international students and all students, for one, from the careers team to study advice and academic tutors. So I wish I knew to not worry and that everything would be good.